My curiosity is what drives me. You should be patient and you should be curious. I'm not bragging about myself. I'm just happy that I found out the problem because this is a phone you don't see every day. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ayman the Repair Tech channel. My name is Ayman and today I have a challenging problem with iPhone 8, so I decided to make a video. I force myself to not make fool of myself in front of you and fix the problem. So this iPhone 8 came from another shop for NAND repair. The other shop, he put a new NAND, but he don't have the information to put on the NAND and he don't have the programmer, so he brought to me the board with no NAND installed and he asked me to sell him the information and put it on the NAND and put the NAND on the PCB. By the way, if you are looking for this information, you can buy it from me directly. So I requested the information and I reprogrammed the NAND and installed it on the PCB and I did a restore. The phone started up fine but not activating. What I noticed during the process that the phone is taking very long time when iTunes or the 3U tools updating the baseband firmware. And when the phone is turning on, I see here searching. But wait, when I press the I icon, I have the IMEI. That's mean the baseband is working and the modem firmware is there. So what is the problem? It's actually confusing and I didn't do any troubleshooting to the phone yet. I'll do it with you. So let's check the voltages of the baseband PMU, which I am sure it will be there because IMEI number is there. Here we have 1 volt, here we have 700 millivolts, 1.2 volts. Let's unplug the power and check resistance value. Maybe there is a short or a leak. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. And ignore the beep. That's because the resistance value is low, which is normal for this line. These coils are between the baseband PMU and the baseband CPU, and this is mainly a buck switch circuit supply power to the baseband CPU. This kind of problem I cannot figure it out without removing the baseband, reballing it and putting it back. What may happen before, the other technician, while he's removing the NAND, he used excessive heat and that heat got to the baseband CPU, and because the baseband CPU has underfill underneath, the heat makes the underfill expand and maybe there is no good connection underneath the baseband CPU. That's why it's giving me the IMEI, but in the same time it's giving me a searching and the phone is not able to activate. So what I wanna do now is to remove and reball the baseband chip. Let's see. This is the IMEI EEPROM, and this one, if got broken, you cannot replace it. I'm just removing the underfill around it to avoid reballing it, because when the temperature raised to remove the baseband chip, the underfill underneath that EEPROM chip maybe will get the balls under the EEPROM to disconnect. Let's now remove the baseband. I use temperature 400 Celsius for the people who are asking me what is the temperature you use. You are trying to hide your temperature. I'm not hiding. It's like it's just different from each person and each hot air station. Like if you are slow, you cannot use 400 because the time you will take to remove the chip, the other components will be already melted. If you are fast, you can use whatever temperature you want. How idiot I am. The camera stopped rolling and I'm still talking. I don't know what you missed. Sorry about that. I just noticed that the camera is not recording. But I think you didn't miss too much. Many people on the channel asking me where I am from. I'm from Egypt, but for the past 13 years I lived in UAE, United Arab Emirates. I have two shops, one in Egypt and one in UAE, and I have a phone repair school in Egypt, and I do one-to-one training in my shop in UAE. You can see here there is some extra balls because I was telling you before my camera stopped working I couldn't find my iPhone 8 stencil, so I used iPhone 7. iPhone 7 have some extra balls than the 8, but after you finish your balling, this you can remove the excess balls. This is the Intel version. Just need to remove the excess underfill from the edges. I was telling you before my camera stopped about this extra balls coming from the small components. This is because the underfill is holding tight between the components and there is no way for the melted solder to go. That's why it's coming up like this. And all this missing pads, it's not connected, so no worries, and we are ready to go. I don't know, I'm using the best flux I ever used in my life, which is Amtech Flux. Thank you, Lois Rossman. But for baseband chip I like to use rosin, only for baseband chips. And CPU, of course. For bigger chips, I like to use rosin. Again, I use 400 Celsius. Could do less, but I'm used to it. Find the temperature which suits you. I can use the hot air station without even looking at the display. Yeah, it's in its place now. Nudge it. And we are ready to go. Let's do a restore again and we'll see if it will work or no. It's doing exactly the same thing. If you are looking here, you see the Wi-Fi is working, and if I choose my Wi-Fi, the phone will stuck on this message, it may take a few minutes to activate your iPhone. The activation information, the serial number, the Wi-Fi MAC address, the Bluetooth address, and the MLB, it's all correct. And it's still doing searching. So let's check if the baseband is still working. Yes, it's still working and the IMEI is here. This is new. It won't activate from the device itself. It won't activate from the 3U tools. It won't activate from the iTunes. On the 3U tools, the circle keeps going on and on and on, and on the iTunes, it's hanging on the iPhone, and that's it. So I'm gonna do another restore on the iTunes, not the 3U tools. By the way, I tried on another computer. I thought maybe it's doing crazy stuff today, so I tried in different two other computers, and same thing. Exactly same issue. Taking forever to activate, and then restart, then searching, and don't know what to do. It doesn't give any error on iTunes. And it's not NAND problem. I replaced the NAND already. The baseband power is working. Baseband CPU is working even after I reballed it. And even in the 3 tools, it's showing the IMEI, the serial number, even the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi address and MLP, all is there. And they are correct. Even date and time is correct. Let me use i4. That's a Chinese software. It's showing you step by step what's going on while the software is restoring the phone. I want to check where exactly the phone take long time, because in iTunes it's not showing you anything. On the 3U tools it's showing you that's in the baseband and Stockholm. Stockholm is NFC IC. It's taking very long time here, and the i4 is showing me that it's updating the Stockholm, the NFC IC. Interesting. Of course, the phone cannot activate without the NFC IC working properly. It seems like it's keep trying to upgrade the firmware of the NFC IC and it's failing. I'm not sure. NFC is short for near field communication, which is a technology used in iPhone for such option, same like Apple Pay. Seems like we will spend the whole day updating the NFC firmware. Let's find out where is the NFC IC in this device. Let me choose any of those, and I cannot find it yet. Let's see here. Oh, that's here near the CPU. There's two IC. That one is the power supply for that one. This is the main NFC IC and this is its power supply. Earlier, NFC, if it has a problem, it will give you error 56, but this phone is not giving me any error. It's been more than 10 minutes trying to update the NFC firmware. You can see it started 12:49 and now it's 1 and it's not yet finished updating firmware of the NFC. Ah, finally! But no error. We have to go check that. That's not right. Restore complete. Let's now see if it will do anything different. Unfortunately, this is Chinese software. There is no English language, but it's exactly same like the 3U tools. Like all the menus are the same. You can open 3U tools and check which thing you want to do and do it here like this. I know it's activate. The battery is showing 1% because the phone is on power supply. Where the IMEI? IMEI is gone? No way. Let's wait till the phone open and see if it will show the IMEI or it's gone. The phone is on now and IMEI is here and the IMEI is here. Let's check the NFC circuit. If we check the power supply of the NFC, that's NFC DC out. This is NFC boost switch. That should take the 4 volt of the VDD main and boost it through this coil and then get it out from here to this coil and this coil to the NFC IC. So it will take the 4 voltages and make 5 volt for NFC chip. So let me measure here if there's 5 volt or here even 4.15 volt, which is similar to the VCC main. My power supply is on 4.2 volt and what I get here is 4.17. That's mean there's no boosting to 5 volt. I don't know if that circuit can be measured when the NFC option is not activated. What I can do is to remove the NFC chip and measure the resistance underneath. That's what I can think as a solution for this matter. I got both of them together. I didn't plan to remove the power supply. Oh my god. And I got the resistance values from the G dongle. But first, let me try to activate it, because something inside me tells me maybe, but let me try. That's how you learn. And sometime your brain lose information. That's how you make the information stay. And the phone's still working. Don't worry, I'm a professional. It's not yet dead. Thank God, thank God. Okay, we still have a searching and the IMEI is there. Let's activate it. I don't understand anything from here, so let's go back to 3U Tools. My internet connection is good, and today we already did restore to 2 or 3 iPhones, so it's not like the server is down or the internet is slow. It's different matter. And fail to obtain iDevice relevant value. It's confirmed you cannot activate without the NFC IC, or the problem is not from the NFC IC. Let's measure the values and see what will happen. The A2 is giving me a OL. Maybe that pad is connected to the power supply chip, which I removed. That's why it's not giving me a value. We'll check it later. The H3 also is giving me an OL. I'll check it also if it's connected to the power supply. So we have A2 and H3. A2 is connected to the power supply and H3 also is connected to the power supply. That's normal. Let's put the NFC IC and measure the NFC booster resistance values. Where's the other chip? Oh my god. Ah, it's here. Thank god. I thought I lost it. Here we go. Seems about right. Let's put back the power supply chip or the booster. Oh god, that's very irritating. Very small. Oh my god. I wish to see how Lewis Rossman gonna rebuild such a small chip. He's finding problems reballing SMCs. I want to see him reballing such small chips. I think that would be funny. Not funny, hilarious, not funny. I love you, Lois. He's my mentor actually. He the one made me open my YouTube channel. I even don't repair laptops, Apple laptops that much, but I enjoyed watching his videos as a background music while I'm doing my work. Uh-huh. Oh, maybe that pad has a problem. I didn't see it. Oh, that bed is broken. And I didn't see that at the beginning. I don't know if I am the one destroyed it or this is actually the problem. I need another DC booster and it's not in stock right now. So I believe I'm gonna finish this video and go home because it's really late and nobody's open outside to get a PCB and try to get that booster. But I will do another video tomorrow to show you the rest of the process, and till then my work here is not done, but I will see you next one. You wouldn't believe what just happened now. Ta-da! My curiosity is what drives me. I knew it. I could not sleep today because of this phone. I spent long time trying to do this video and put as much as valuable information to you guys. But this phone really was a challenge, and before I go, I said let's update the firmware again. Let's restore the phone again without the booster. Just out of curiosity, I want to know if it will give me an error or it will continue. I'm just closing the shop and I did another restore and here we go. You wanna learn? You should be patient and you should be curious. I'm not bragging about myself, I'm just happy that I found out the problem because this is a phone you don't see every day. I appreciate your time, by the way, that you spend all this time watching me. If you appreciate the information I gave you in that video, click subscribe so you won't miss any of my coming videos. This is what happened in this channel. It's real as it gets. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and my work here is done. And I'll see you next one.